yours, Ghost.
Alright, so the next match is the Royal Rumble. And it is starting at 1 hour, 21 minutes and 10 seconds. And we're starting it. There they are. All the lads.
That is a huge stadium.
Yes, 60,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a bit bigger than your average football match. This is UK football, so it's soccer to American listeners.
The one true sport.
And there's someone there behind with a pink sign. It says Ditto, and I can't read beneath
Brett.
that.
Ditto Brett. But that's Bret the Hitman Hart. And there's behind Jerry the King Lawler's head, there was a... There he is.
Is that Frank Zappa?
No, it's Jack the Snake. Okay. HBK gets revenge. So how we're going to do this is we're going to watch the match as normal. We're going to stop it about halfway through, so we can split the video into two. We've rolled dice before, so Giles, Dan, and myself all have picks for this. So the first 5 men are going to be my pick. Picks 6 to 10 are going to be Dan's. 10 to 15. Well, sorry, this should be 11 to 15, I suppose, are going to be Giles's. 16 to 20 is going to be Dan's. 20 to 25 is going to be mine. And 26 to 30 is going to be Giles. So whoever wins... Did anybody catch that number? Was 60,377 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just about.
So do you know the rules of a Royal Rumble?
I do not.
Well, the Fink's going to be explained now, but he does a fucking shite job of it. So basically, every X amount of seconds, normally 30 seconds to a minute, a new superstar joins the ring. And the only way they can be eliminated is if they're thrown over the top rope and both feet touch the ground. Now, that's very, that's very.
I'm quite intrigued to see how they avoid touching the ground, or both feet touching the ground.
Well, they don't. I don't think they do it as much now, in this time. But nowadays, there's a big thing about that. Like people will jump from the apron onto the shoulders of another wrestler who's standing on the ground. And
see, that's a clever strategy. And also, just a side note, there was one of the signs saying HBK. Now, for me, that said Heartbreak Kid.
Very good.
Is that correct?
Yes, well done.
Wow,
fantastic.
Actually, see, I had no idea what that meant. So just my mind just went to that.
Who is it? Oh, here we go. It's the Nation. Is it the Nation? I'm impressed, actually, that you were able to do that. No, it's 2 white guys. Oh, it's fucking Crush. Hold on, who is that beside Crush? Was that
Did I miss him?
Border Security?
Did he have something written on his head?
Yeah, I think it's a tattoo.
You'll never get a job in an office looking like that.
Well, absolutely. It's not in today's economy.
Crush is an absolute dick. He is. He's got the Nation of... There's 2 guys there with the Nation of Domination things on the back.
Sort of like Eminem impersonators.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at him. Fucking guy. He's very rough.
Is he meant to be kind of a prick, is he?
Yeah.
I bet his daughter braids his hair. I'm not sure if he has a daughter.
But if he did, that's what she'd be doing.
And that will be his heartwarming story outside the ring?
Yep.
Oh, wait, who's this? Ahmed Johnson. Look at him. The absolute tank. Oh, he's got the earrings in.
You see
Fearless.
That just seems...
Look at his arm. What the fuck is wrong with... Oh, you know why? Because he's got a thing wrapped around his arm. Jesus Christ, it come out like an angle there. I thought it was a spike or something.
Also, it's pretty...
Yeah. Are earrings advisable in the ring, though? It seems to me they could be torn out.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it at all. But then again, Ahmed Johnson's not really known for his sense. So, there it is, the start of the Royal Rumble.
He is a huge individual.
Oh, he's massive.
Yeah, he's absolutely massive.
But he appears to be getting a lot of damage from the gentleman with the braided hair, whose name I've already forgotten.
Crush. Crush is also pretty big.
Oh, that's true. It's
yeah.
He's meant to be a biker, isn't he?
Yeah, look at the leg going. Jesus, he's having a stroke already. Fucking hell, Ahmed. He hasn't taken his aspirin today. That's it. He's done.
Were you doing bumps before you came out here?
Oh God. You can actually see the whole crowd. That's really interesting. Normally you don't. Normally the camera's up high, so it's focused more on the action. But that's a really interesting way of putting it. But yeah, the way a rumble is normally split is that there would be maybe a section of people who would be what's called mid-card wrestlers, who would be the ones who would take place in the matches before the main event, and then low-card wrestlers who would be the ones who would do the dark matches and the ones who would open it. And then you would have also like gimmick wrestlers, like ones who are not going to win at all. They're only there to entertain the crowd. Yeah. And so, see, look, he's trying to... that's a brilliant spot where they're trying to lift them right over, and it's obviously no way that you're going to get a person over. Look,
absolutely. I mean, judging by size and weight,
there's no... look, I mean...
Some strategy, man. For God's sake.
For me, it just looks slightly homoerotic.
Maybe it is.
Maybe that's his. Maybe that's him. Good for him, especially in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh! There's another gentleman coming out.
Is that Razor Ramon?
He appears to be wearing Speedos.
Yeah. Questionable choice there, Speedos. Questionable choice.
Haven't we jogged in the match? Haven't we jogged in there? I think it's supposed to be.
Is that Razor Ramon?
No, it's not. I think it's supposed to be someone else. No, because Razor Ramon left the WWE.
Oh, so this guy is just... Oh, they've just brought him in to look like him and shit on his character.
Exactly.
Right
which is why he's right out of the ring instantly.
That seems like really childish and like pathetic and shitty.
It does, yeah. There you go, yeah, see? So, Razor Ramon, 17 seconds. He's out of the match.
That's going to be a hard time to beat.
Well, it's interesting because I think the Bushwhackers have the record for least amount of time.
In and out, wasn't it?
Oh, he's hanging on to the... Oh,
yep, see, his feet didn't touch the ground. But of course, Ahmed Johnson was doing the whole, I'm going to gloat, look away. What the fuck, Ahmed?
What
the fuck?
He's just surely he's just disqualified himself.
Yeah.
And who's he running after?
I don't quite know.
Surely if he'd have gone out through the middle rope, he could have come back.
You are a fucking twat, Ahmed Johnson. No, because according to the rules, if you're not in the ring whenever another person enters the ring.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look, it is!
Oh.
It's Phineas A. Godwin.
Phineas, I want you to get in there.
He does appear to be wearing dungarees. They both appear to be wearing dungarees.
Normally he comes out with a small animal. For example, a pig or a goat.
In a slop bucket.
You're gonna get in there, you're gonna hit that boy till he's dead. And then, you're gonna come out here and do a jig for good old Hillbilly Jim. Oh god, he's not a prick.
Great gimmick.
Oh, he's really delivering, rough time for the braided head chap.
Yeah, for Crush, yeah.
Crush. I really should remember his name.
It's okay. He is entirely forgettable because he's not in any video games. At least I can't remember Crush being in any video games.
See, I remember Ahmed Johnson.
Because he was in Attitude.
Warzone. Yes, it's
yeah. See, that's how you know. But then again, there's a lot of guys who would have wrestled once or twice, and I only remember them because they were in video games. Like Ahmed Johnson was a pretty big star. Like Meat, who was Sean Stasiak, son of Stan the Man Stasiak. He had like 6 matches, but he was in a video game, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to remember him. Same with the Blue Meanie. Blue Meanie did fuck all. Stevie Richards.
Blue Meanie, there's a name I remember.
Blue Meanie was the leader of the BWO.
Oh, right.
Oh! There it is. Stone Cold music.
They have him in early.
Yeah, they got him in. But there's no pop from the crowd. The crowd are... Oh, there he is. You see him.
He's gassed in the ring already.
Who, Phineas?
Yeah.
You think
look at the kids giving the fingers and all that.
You think you just get over it and throw him out of the ring? It's
Well, these are like the rest spots, where they can.
Oh, right.
Yeah, where they do it. Fuck off, Stone Cold doesn't even.
That seemed like a tactical mistake.
true. Crawling in.
And like crawling in with his hands like behind his back. Oh fuck! See how the tempo's raised now?
True.
Yeah, as soon as he gets in.
I guess the Dungarees chap is doing fairly well currently.
Although his big old sleeves, like, and his jumper and all. He came back. You might know him as the person he came back as. He disappeared for a while and then came back as Midian.
Ah.
Yes, who worked for the ministry. And they said that he could see into the future or something.
Did they work that into his backstory? It was just an entirely new wrestler.
No, they just let on he was an entirely new wrestler. Yeah, they never mentioned that. Oh, hey, he crushes out. Oh, there you go. The
Ministry were actually an offshoot of Scientology.
With the ministry?
Yeah.
Jeez, look at him.
There appears to be some sort of countdown going on.
It's for the next guy to come in.
Right.
Boom! Get out! You
Fucking hell!
You piece of trash!
Get out of here!
That was a very
bitch.
swift exit. Very impressive. It's
Stone Cold. Well, also because they knew that he's going to be, he's probably going to be in for quite some time, so they didn't want to.
I can imagine. It's
Oh, who's this? Is that Bart Gunn? It is Bart Gunn. Bodacious Bart Gunn.
Really 90s.
Look at his hairstyle.
Yeah. Bart Gunn and his brother... Oh, fucking... That was supposed to be the famous... That was shite. Bart Gunn and his brother Billy Gunn were what we reckon to be cattle rustlers. They used to come in, they had like Texas on their... They had like Texas on the back of their jackets and oh, brilliant. And they'd always fight with the Godwins who were hillbillies. Oh, look! That is a really old taunt as well, doing the push-ups. The fact that you have time to do like... He's probably going to get up and check his watch as well. Oh, he's a great guy. Look, no, he's not. Like, we've got him. No, there he is. Yeah, see?
Is that an actual watch? Is it just a sweatband?
It's just a sweatband, yeah.
Oh, right.
And yet he's pretending to check his... The audacity of it. What a guy.
I'm impressed he has the time to just do that, to wait to go into the ring.
Especially when he could be doing push-ups. Who's next? Oh, Jack Snake. This is the guy that Stone Cold beat to be king of the ring. Oh, is he praying?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Is that a sack with a pipe in it?
No, it's not a pipe, it's a python.
Ah.
Yeah. Jack Snake Roberts, you wouldn't know this, but anyone who listens to our podcast would. Jack, oh fuck. There's an actual...
Threw a snake in a man?
Yeah.
That's low.
There's an actual snake in there as well.
I don't know the animal cruelty laws in the United States, but...
and the snake is in there. It's not a fake snake because they can see it moving.
I believe if somebody comes onto your property, you're allowed to throw a snake at them.
Yes.
Stand your ground.
Yes. It's coming right at me. Has anybody seen the animated G.I. Joe film?
I have not.
There's the bad guy in it, not Cobra Commander, the guy that takes over for him. He's got some kind of like mad hooded thing.
Yes,
but
yeah.
He has like snakes crawling all over him, right? So when he decides it's time to take care of business, he'll just take one of them, like straighten it, and he'll just go ramrod straight, and then he'll throw it like a spear.
That is genius.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, look, they're taking...
That's a way of getting around a concealed firearm.
Absolutely.
Walls,
That's some very clever legal moves right there. Also, the gentleman has knocked over Stone Cold. He's wearing boots?
He is,
boots.
yeah. Jack the Snake Roberts, he's called Jack the Snake because he brings out an actual Burmese... Oh, British Bulldog!
Ah.
The fucking match is about to go up to 11th gear. Look at him, look.
He's like comically muscle bound.
Yeah, Dan says he looks like a sausage.
I am surprised at the lack
Jack
of
Snake's out?
Union Jack on him.
This is different. Normally he's
right.
absolutely fucking covered in it. So Jack the Snake was in the King of the Ring match with Stone Cold. Stone Cold had busted his mouth open, and the match had to be over real quick. So it was a wash, like it was a really easy squash. And afterwards, and this is the first one that we actually did, and we chose it for a specific reason, because afterwards he's doing the speech, and Jack the Snake Roberts is still in the ring. So Freebird Michael Hoors goes up to him and says, have you got anything to say after you won the King of the Ring? He says, well, the first thing I'm going to say is get that piece of trash out of my ring. And so they're getting Jake out of the ring. And he's like, because Jake Snake Roberts was an alcoholic in real life and went into AA and started talking about praying and this in John 3:16. He says, like, you talk about your prayers and your John 3:16 and it ain't done a damn. But Stone Cold 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass. And that's whenever the Stone Cold 3:16 gimmick came about. And,
I see.
And he says, now I got a list. And it's Stone Cold's list and I'm fixing to run through everyone. And he's shouting, the crowd are like shouting at him and roaring at him. He's like, piss off. And his last line is, that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so. So that the entire gimmick is just pretty much every single thing that Stone Cold does over the next 10 years. Yeah.
And does Stone Cold appreciate the adulation from this gentleman?
From what gentleman?
From the alcoholic chap.
No, he doesn't actually. Well, I don't know. Like they never really fought after that, except for right here, you know. So basically, he beat him. And Jake the Snake was a massive wrestler, and he was kind of, you know, his old age by there, and so I think he was just happy to be rid of him. But that's why he was praying in the ring and all. And then right after that, Jerry the King Lawler, who was the guy you thought was a matador, he was in a fight with Jake the Snake, and he took out a couple of bottles of whiskey and they poured it on him and stuff. Yeah, so
Pretty tasteless stuff, actually.
yeah,
For a man who did AA.
True.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who actually was recovering or knew anyone was recovering would probably be offended by that. But I suppose that's the whole point, you know, is that he was such a deplorable character, Jerry the King Lawler, that no one really bothered.
To be honest, I don't think that's even a real title.
No, I don't think he is monarchy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know the bloodline.
Is he hemophiliac? That's the first thing we've got to figure out.
Oh!
Who is it? Is it Rikishi? I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, and the Iron Sheik is behind him. Fucking hell.
Rikishi, there says again a name.
I think it's Rikishi. We'll see if there's a zoom into him.
I also like the idea there's an Iron Sheik.
Yeah, the Iron Sheik's brilliant. There's a brilliant documentary about him on Netflix.
Oh, is that on Netflix?
Mm-hmm. Just called Sheiky Baby. He was a great wrestler. Let's see if we can get a close up to him. I think it might be Rikishi.
It's worth looking up just a couple of things on YouTube because he's an angry man.
Iron Sheik?
Yes, the Iron Sheik. I just had a question. Is he an actual sheik?
He does not appear to be.
What's interesting is that he's not the first Sheik. There was the original Sheik, who is another guy. So maybe he's like Tony Stark.
Ah.
Also, the guy in the pantaloons, that's Rikishi.
Ah.
Yeah.
He's quite a portly gentleman.
He is, yeah. Well, he's Samoan.
You had to quote Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction. Give a motherfucker a break, he's half Samoan.
When does he say that in Pulp Fiction?
Do you know when they're about to do the hit at the beginning, they're talking about Marcellus Wallace threw someone out a window?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, the fat dude? And he's like, it's Polynesian, man. Take it easy.
Marcellus Wallace threw a fat guy out the window. I thought you meant Marcellus Wallace was half Polynesian.
No, it's, I can't remember what it's, you know, they're like, they've got a little bit of time to kill.
At the very start when they walk up and they're talking about like massaging feet.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there that they talk about him just turfing someone out the window, as you do. I mean, you know, so the 90s again. It's a time when defenestration was
Well, absolutely. It's
a way of getting it done, you know, other than camel clutching and sodomy.
It was
that was great.
It was a more tasteful time.
Elegant.
It was the best of times. It was the camel clutchiest of times.
So, I know this gentleman, the silver pantaloons.
Yes, Mil Maracas, I believe his name is.
I didn't even see him come in. He just sort of appeared.
Yeah, Mil Mascaras. Mascara means mask.
Ah, I did not realise that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Mascaras means mask. I don't know what Mil means. Because there's mascara con mascara, which is mask versus mask, and then there's Milton. Did I just get that? Was that like a minute ago?
Yeah, I think it's just the name, the idea of Milton as a first
mascara. Name. You know what? Guess whose middle name is Milton?
No.
It's some horrible US Republican.
Oh, there's Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
It's got to be.
Well, there probably, but I know of one person whose middle name
I
is
should
Melton.
know this. The name sounds familiar, but
fuck, I've forgotten his name.
oh, because yeah,
Is it
Bell
Reagan?
Hicks.
Bill Hicks?
Bell Hicks' middle name is Melton. Yeah.
well, it said as you may know, Nixon's middle name was Milhouse.
Millhouse, yes.
Everything's coming up Milhouse.
everything goes back to Nixon, yeah, as
so
well.
it's,
See, now at this point of the Royal Rumble, we have just lads like hugging each other.
and the Sheik is still at the side of the ring.
He'll probably stay there.
No doubt he is flinging homophobic slurs at the British
look, he's
Bulldog
actually fucking-
with gleeful abandon.
You British bulldog, get on, cheeky baby.
I break your back, fuck your ass, make you humble.
This gentleman had something on his head.
Yeah, he had like a
plaque,
big
so-
yeah. I don't know what it was, but he's dead now. He's out of the match. The Sheik, fuck, you need to watch Sheik. It is so good. It'll break your heart. It'll make you laugh. There's a brilliant story which I've told Dan about before, and Sheik tells it, and it's animated, and it's about him and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And what happened was the Sheik would never come out of character, right? The man, fucking hell, the man has been living in America since the 70s, and he has the thickest. Shawn Michaels. Nope. Owen Slammy War winner Owen Hart. Owen Hart's now dead. He fell from a great height.
Oh dear.
But luckily he's alive in 1987.
Oh,
Okay. He's so funny.
He was
Here,
running with
hold my slammy.
Yeah. He's Slammy Award winner Owen Hart. He won a Slammy, and that was his gimmick then. From then
I'm just
on.
really impressed. There was an award called a Slammy.
Yep. It's a WWE's own awards that they give to each other. So Sheiky baby, he was driving with the Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and they were driving to a match, and I don't know who to believe in this one, but the story goes that Hacksaw Jim Duggan had a fuck ton of cocaine. And I mean a fuck ton. Now bear in mind
It
that
was
back
the 70s, man.
yeah. back in the I think it was 80s, early 90s.
80s, yeah.
Back then everyone did cocaine. Like there are stories of fucking hell, is the British Bulldog out?
Yeah, but
He's heartbroken.
Broken heart. Like Owen Hart. They're brother-in-laws. Brothers-in-law. And everyone was mad on cocaine. Like there are stories of Ric Flair just having like a mountain of cocaine on his bed and him just rolling in it.
That is Scarface.
Yeah, it's real crazy shit.
That is also just living the dream.
Yeah, that's... Oh, who's next? Goldust! He's back! Twice in one night!
He looks knackered as well.
Although someone appears to have redone his makeup.
Yeah, let's see once he gets in. Yep, no, I'm pretty sure they've redone the makeup, yeah. So the story goes that they were in the same car, which was verboten because the pair of them were supposed to be enemies.
Ah.
And Sheiky Baby had some marijuana. Oh, fucking Stone Cold held on. Had some marijuana on him. And they were going very, very quickly. And they got pulled over by the cops. And the way Sheik tells it is brilliant. Because he won't just say, we were pulled over by the cops searched us, they found our cocaine, we had to be they were processed, and then they were released by someone else. No, I think it was Hacksaw Jim Duggan's father was big in the police and got them released. And then they did the match, but then later on it turned out like the big story in the news was, oh, Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the Iron Sheik were in a car together. And of course that was forbidden because they're enemies.
Also, just to segue in here, it's and no one was concerned by the fact that they were released by what can only be described as nepotism.
Yes.
In the police.
Yes.
Hey man, it was the 70s, man.
Well, you know what they were doing. But the story is, you should watch. There's a video online, and you'll see it in Chic. Who's that? Who is that? Holy fuck! Some buck, some young lad in a mask. Oh, hold on, I think he's Cybernetico. Let me check. I think he is Cybernetico. Who's another Lucha?
Judging by the time period this is filmed in, he's probably running on Windows 95.
You know it.
It's just gonna crash in a minute.
Yeah. Actually, we'll need to pause this. What's his name? Need to pause this video in a second anyway. So we'll get to the end of the story, and then we'll see what happens next. So, the way Sheik tells it, and you'll see it in the video, and Sheik, you see it online, is that he's like, they're hauling him over the car, and they're like, don't move, and the Sheik's like, do you know who I am? I was bodyguard for Shah of Iran. And according to him, the cop is like, I know you're a very tough man, Iron Sheik. I must pull my gun and hold it against your head, because I'm afraid of you, because you're so strong. Like the cops were like, fucking these two boys are so tough, I'm going to have to hold a gun to the back of their head.
It's one thing to have two wrestlers arrested. It's another thing to have two wrestlers high on cocaine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm sure, like in his mind, he's totally reasonable. It's like, I was bodyguard for Shah of Iran, but like the cop is probably just saying, "I'll fucking kill you! I'll fucking kill you!"
There's Wild Man Mark Murrow. What you didn't see there was Stone Cold Steve Austin doing the Bronco Buster to fucking Owen Hart. He ran across the ring and then just smacked Owen in the back of the head. Now, whoa! Fucking big jump. He just eliminated himself. Fucking idiot! Right, we're going to pause this.
He didn't go over the ropes.
Also, he did because he had to have gone up the ropes to go up the turnbuckle.
But he landed only. Did his feet touch the ground though? They more landed on that other wrestler that. I'm just thinking of technicalities.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, before we go on, let's see. Mark Murrow just came out. He's the 16th person. We're going to have to pause this right here because we could only do fucking 40 minutes. So at halftime, let's do a quick thing. So at halftime, what do you think? So far,
it's not bad for a Royal Rumble, I think.
There's not been many big spots, but there's been good, like what they do in the Royal Rumble is they kind of split it into different bits, and there's normally a bit where everyone just hugs. There's a bit where everyone tries to get something off, and then there'll be a wee story going on between these characters. And we haven't really gotten that yet, but as it gets to about the 20s, then more people will start to come out who are big names and who are an actual, contender for the winner.
Actually, I think that's what probably I'm waiting for, because I've seen there's a lot of, I said to small people sort of coming in and out quickly, but I'm intrigued to see what happens with the bigger names, like just through my own personal interest, the Sheik. You know,
will he come back in?
Yeah. I mean, tell you, if you're a bodyguard to the Shah of Iran, you've got to be tough. Outside of wrestling, it's this has piqued my interest. I think it's going to be hard for me to be more intrigued, but I will have to see.
It's a really weird thing. It's like, so what did you used to do? I was a bodyguard for an Iranian dictator.
Oh,
good.
Is that so? Is that so?
And it's not actually a backstory. It's true. It's like there are no words.
No, he also trained the Olympic team in wrestling.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how is this man not at the top of the league?
Like, he was a proper wrestler as well. Like he wasn't a sports entertainer. I'm not going to say sports entertainer. He wasn't a guy who did the Kearney wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, he knew proper wrestling moves. And the other thing was that we'll talk about a couple of months ago was that he understood also professional wrestling, so he knew that you had to be fake with it. You had to job. You had to, build people up and then let yourself get knocked down. Like, he was fucking great. Like, it's a shame that he kind of fell on hard times.
I will have to look up his backstory. I mean, especially after the Revolution. I mean, it's. He may be a wrestler, but if you were associated with the Shah after Revolution, you were a prime target.
Well, when was the Revolution?
He was in the States, to be honest.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Did he fly over with the Shah? Because the Shah went over for cancer treatment. It's essentially that was side note. It was that's why the Revolution. That's why the Iranian embassy, or the U.S. embassy, was sieged in Tehran. Was those kidnappings, because Jimmy Carter allowed the Shah of Iran to be treated for cancer in the United States, and they were outraged at this because he was a dictator, and thus the embassy was so. Yes, you see, it's a very interesting backstory.
What was the political background for Jimmy Carter wanting the Shah to have?
I think the Shah was generally just an ally of the United States. I mean, of course, it's. The CIA are probably listening, but they put him in power. And thus, even after the revolution, they had a sort of obligation to take care of him.
I suppose it was back in the 70s, wasn't it? So
that's true.
back
They were mad for cooing in the 70s. And the 60s. And the 80s. And the 90s.
I don't know when he came over. However, I remember, and I'll say this and then we're going to stop, but I remember that he was asked by the Shah, because he was a huge celebrity. Because he may have been in the Olympics, I don't know. He was a huge celebrity. And the Shah had said, what do you want? I can give you anything. And he had asked for, I think it was equal pay for some bunch of people. And the Shah was furious at him. Like, so much so that he was fearing for his life because he had asked for something that the Shah would just disagree with. So, we will continue this, and we'll do the second half of the Royal Rumble from number 16 onwards next.